Hello fellow compounders, welcome back. Today I want to talk about how to beat the S&P 500. I'll tell you a story of how a friend of mine retired at age 47 with close to $5 million by beating the market and doing moderate investing homework. You're probably asking yourself, what happened? In the past episodes, I've been talking a lot about investing in indexes and the S&P 500. That is obviously the recommendation that Warren Buffett offers to those investors that don't want to do any work to learn about their investments. It's a set it and forget it approach that will work well for the average long-term investor. However, I think that we should explore the alternative to passive investing, or the alternative to investing in the S&P 500, which is enterprising or active investing. The secret is that you can actually beat the S&P 500. If you put in some effort and are willing to be disciplined, you can definitely do it. Buffett does it, Peter Lynch did it, and I believe that you can too. This video is for educational purposes only and should not be considered financial advice. I am not your financial advisor, and you are responsible for your own financial decisions. According to the SPIVA survey, only about 3% of active fund managers beat the market over a span of 20 years. But hold on, here's a secret. You are not a fund manager. That's the big advantage. You don't have to sell shares to fund investor redemptions. You can buy and hold forever if you want it. You can do whatever you want with your money. You can take a long-term perspective. Let me tell you what Daniel did and his results. My friend Daniel graduated from college in 1996. He has an industrial engineering degree and started his career working for Frito-Lay, a division of PepsiCo. In college, he read Peter Lynch's book, One Up on Wall Street, a classic. I recommend it to anyone who is starting or is an investor. And he also read an article about coffee can investing, which, by the way, I have a video about coffee can right here. Here's the link. Daniel took a very simple approach. He decided to invest in just 10 companies and create a coffee can portfolio. He started investing $1,000 in 1997, and he added $500 each month to the portfolio consistently for 25 years. He continued buying those 10 stocks throughout the entire 25 years. Religiously, he would buy the stocks in the same proportion, and he never rebalanced the portfolio. By the summer of 2023, his coffee can portfolio was worth around $4.8 million. And at the age of 47, he decided to stop working and adopt a work optional lifestyle. He doesn't have to work for money anymore, and he does whatever he wants. What would have happened if Daniel had just invested in the S&P 500 index instead of his 10 stocks? If he had invested in the SPY, the S&P 500 ETF that was available in 1997, he would have around $659,000 right now, a respectable sum, but definitely not the $4.8 million he made by focusing on his 10 stocks, on his 10 investments. The S&P 500 or SPY provided a 9.4% average annual return, while Daniel's portfolio did 20.8% average annual return. That is more than double the return of the S&P 500. The question now is, how did he do it? And what did he invest in? How can we implement his approach today? Here's what Daniel did. Number one, he studied great investors. He read Peter Lynch's book, One Up on Wall Street. He learned about investing in businesses that you know and understand. He also read The Warren Buffett Way and learned about the benefits of owning businesses, or in his case, parts of businesses, for the long term. And he read an article about coffee can investing. He put all those things together and he created his plan. Number two, he defined his investment plan. This is the map that would guide him. Daniel decided that he was going to create a focused portfolio of 10 stocks that he would understand well, that had businesses with competitive advantages and good people at the helm. He would prefer to buy them at a discount, but in his plan, it didn't matter. He was going to dollar cost average, buy them every month consistently, and hold them until retirement. His guiding question was, will this business make money for 20 years? And will it still exist in 20 years? Number three, Daniel had to select the businesses that he was going to own. Note that his mindset is as a business owner, not a stock speculator. He had to do research and select wisely. He had to understand the company's financial, industry reports, and macro trends. He wanted 10 businesses to hold for his lifetime. He graduated in May of 1996 and took the entire summer and fall to find companies that he wanted to own. He finally made his first purchase in 1997. Step 4. Daniel set up a process to buy stocks on a monthly basis from the list of his 10 stocks. Basically, he was dollar cost averaging. Step 5. Daniel had to practice discipline. He had to stay calm and committed to his businesses. This was somewhat easy since he maintained a business owner's mentality. During those 25 years, he endured the internet bubble burst in 1998, the financial crisis in 2008, and the COVID-19 pandemic in 2020. Step 6 is to enjoy his work optional lifestyle. Now that his businesses are large enough to support his living expenses and more, Daniel has been able to leave his 9-to-5 job and do other projects that are more interesting to him. You're probably asking, what did Daniel invest in? Here's the list. Number 1, Apple. Daniel liked their products, and Apple was in the process of buying Next Computers, which was bringing Steve Jobs back to the company he founded. Number 2, Altria. Even though he didn't smoke, half of his family did, including his dad, grandfather, uncles, and cousins. He knew the amount of money they spent on cigarettes and how addictive they were, so he decided that he might as well get a piece of the money they were spending. Number 3, Cisco Systems. The internet was just booming, and Cisco provided the network infrastructure to the information superhighway. Yes, that was the buzzword back then. And number 4, ExxonMobil. Daniel enjoyed driving, and he thought that gas cars would probably continue to exist for the rest of his lifetime. 5, Boeing. Daniel liked airplanes, and he liked flying on American Airlines out of Dallas-Fort Worth. However, Buffett had lost money on airlines. He did some research and found out that Boeing and Airbus were the only producers of commercial jets, a duopoly. He reasoned that Boeing will exist and continue to make money for a long time. Number 6, Walmart. Daniel loved shopping at Walmart, and he read Sam Walton's book, Sam Walton Made in America. He thought that Walmart was and continues to be a best-of-breed retailer. Number 7, Home Depot. Daniel's dad and Daniel liked Home Depot. He believes that this business will continue to grow. In 1997, Home Depot had less than 800 stores in the United States and was expected to double the number of stores in about 5 years. This is another best-of-breed company. Number 8, PepsiCo. Since Daniel worked at Frito-Lay, a division of PepsiCo, he wanted to own some shares in the company that he worked at. Number 9, McDonald's. Ever since Daniel was a little boy, he enjoyed going to McDonald's with his parents. He figured that this business will never go out of business. And McDonald's is still out there. And number 10, Starbucks. Now, as an adult, Starbucks is his favorite place to hang out. It was what Howard Schultz called the third place. In 1996, it started serving its famous Frappuccino, which is Daniel's favorite drink. And it had recently opened in 1996 its 1,000th store. It started expanding internationally, so Daniel figured that Starbucks would be in every corner of the world, just like McDonald's. So there you have it, Daniel's portfolio. What did we learn from Daniel's experience? 1, if you focus on a few good businesses and own them for the long term, you can outperform the S&P 500. Number 2, you need to be very disciplined to withstand the cycles of the market. When you see your portfolio going down when the market is down, and by the way, you need to be dollar cost averaging, buying consistently every single month. So you're buying when the market is down and you're getting good values there. So discipline. And number 3, selecting best of breed companies with good business dynamics that will give you companies that will last you a lifetime. In the following videos, I'll dive deeper on how to select good investments for the long-term coffee can portfolio. We'll explore what would go in a coffee can portfolio if we started one this year. By the way, I placed a link in the description below for a free Google Sheet that you can use to estimate your number and how much you would need to invest monthly for retirement. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Take care.